Got acorns. All of the trees are starting to load down with them. A lot of deer tracks right here on this trail. There's two right there. They're all through here. This is an old trail here. I'm trying to locate it. I put some trail cameras down here somewhere. Now here's that crazy rooster. He ran off from the house a long time ago. Hear him? He's out here in the woods. He's wild as all get out. You can't get near him. We tried to get him back, and he ain't coming back for nothing. He got a taste of freedom. Another tree down. Look how that one's bent. It's crazy. That's the heart of the tree that's bent like that. It's got an oak lizard. There's a little limb right here, and it's got an oak lizard at the end of it. They're really cool little lizards. I don't know if you can make him out right there. He's right there. Let's see if we can get a little closer to him before he bails. And really cool. They got really tough scales on them. Hey, buddy. They're quick. They're like bulldogs. They'll bite the tar out of you. All right. I had to wait till late afternoon, and I did not spray down with tick spray again. God, I gotta quit doing that. And I don't have my snake boots on. There's the muscadines, the wild grapes. We missed their fruit, their fruiting season. That happened while I was sick. That month and a half I was down. We need to go that way, but that's a little thick. Go through right here. I gotta watch for snakes. A lot of snakes are out. I want to find that camera. What had happened, I put 2 cameras somewhere out here. I don't know where. And I was using originally I used Hunt Stand. There's another. That's a big deer track right there. Originally, I used an app called Hunt Stand. Used it for years. They'd done an update to it, and so all of my tracks, the roads, everything I marked on the property, where you could actually see the roads and the areas where we hunt, the different hunting properties. I had every road on them and every trail marked, so you could actually look on your phone and you could see the roads if they're winding, and it was really, really helpful. And when Hunt Stand did the last update, all of the roads on the map on my screen, if I started up here and the road did this number and went all around my screen and ended here, after the update, it showed the start of the road here and a straight line to the end. Every road was just a straight line. And I could not get it fixed, so I canceled my paid subscription to them. It was one of the cheaper paid ones, and I started using Spartan, and Spartan worked really good. I used it for several months, and then I went to use it again right after I got to feeling better, like a week and a half ago. I went to use it, and it said I have to pay now to use it. They said my free 7-day trial had ended. Well, I'd used it for, I don't know, half a year. Wasn't 7 days. And so it would not allow me access to see where my cameras were. And my memory's not all that good. So I have no idea where my cameras are at. And so I got another app. There's a track something went through right there. I got another app, and I had to pay for it. It's the only way you can get good apps now that you can track yourself and see where you're at. And the one I got is, what is it called? OnX Hunt. If you can see them there, that red dot, that's us. See the track where I've been walking? All of them are roads and tracks. There's the name of it right there, OnX Hunt. And so far, I'm really, really liking this app. Another track. But I've got to find my cameras and then mark them on this app, which I'm probably going to just take them out. Now, I think there's a camera here. I think I know where I'm at. This right here, I believe this is that heavy deer crossing. It looks like it. Deer coming from the creek's down that way. So they're coming up from the creek and they're traveling through right here. Yep, there's some tracks. And they're going straight up in here. I thought I put it by an oak tree. I see an oak right there. But I had to wait till later in the day. I came out earlier. And it was ridiculously hot. I checked our weather station, the one right at our gate, and it was showing 111. So I came out here, I made it maybe 50 yards, 60 yards out here. And it was too hot. I couldn't handle it. And so I went back to the house and I waited, and now it's probably approaching 5 o'clock. I don't know if it's that way. Look at this cherry tree. That's a wild cherry. These are really poisonous for the goats. I don't know what the deal is with these things. They do produce fruit, but they're not edible. They're poisonous. Alright, so I can figure out where my camera is. If I can find one of them, I'll be happy. I'd really like to find both. I hope I'm in the right spot. It looks different right here. So I don't know if I am. I don't know if this is it. Now we live that way, I think. I think it's that way. We're quite a ways from where I'm at right now. I got on the 4 and left the house, left the property, and came out here. That is not the tree. Look at all the limbs laid up there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Looks like a bed. I know it's not. It just, that is odd. The one is the top of this pine. It's like broke over and laid it there, but I don't know where all that other stuff came from up there. The top of that tree, you can see where it's broke. It's right there. So I don't know what all that, that's an oak. That's that lodgepole, I think they call it. I call it turkey oak, but I think it's lodgepole, white lodgepole. I don't think this is the area. I'm really not sure where I'm at right here. It's a darn sure a pretty area. More deer tracks. There's a lot of tracks in here. I'm looking for a camera. I don't remember which cameras are out here. There's two of them. There's another oak back over there. This can't be right. I don't think I went far enough. Let's walk around this holly. If you guys see anything at all that I missed, I have had activity in this block of woods where I'm at now. These woods go on for, I don't know, 30, 40 miles that way. 9.5 miles that way. Behind me, I don't know, a long, long way. And then about 20, 30 miles that way. It's a large patch of woods. Now, all the different areas are owned by different people. Most of it's owned by a private company, investment land. Look at that trail right there, that deer trail. Wow. And it goes that way, it looks like. This may be the ticket right here. But I was in here, I want to say it was somewhere that direction, and I ended up, I was having rocks thrown at me. So if you guys see anything, or you hear something that I missed, my hearing's not all that great, so if you catch something that I don't mention, please throw it in the comments below, just a brief description of what you found, and a timestamp, so that the rest of our family here can also check it out. Sounded like a snake. I'll get away from that just in case. All these trees laid over. All of them are like laid over like a big cross right there. It's open that direction. I can't be in the same area. Here's another tree. This is still alive. It's laid over, facing that way. That one's laid over, facing that way. That other one over there is facing sort of toward us a little bit. That one's that direction. That one over there is laid this way. I don't know. Is it disease causing these trees to do this? Or is it something else? I truly don't know. Looks like another deer trail. I may not be able to find these cameras. They're not high-end cameras, but it's beside the point. They're mine, and I want to find them. If you guys are wondering, the majority of my cameras are Amazon cameras. I had 2 Tacticam cameras. One of them I bought, one of them Chris gave me. And I gave the one that I bought, I gave it to my daughter Kirsten because she wanted one. And I just couldn't see her spending, $130 for a camera that I had 2 of. I just gave her one of mine. I only have 1 cellular camera right now. Airplane overhead. Somewhere up there. I just seen a deer, I believe, right through there. It was the color of a deer. I do have I've got a lock-on tree stand. It's somewhere that direction. It's quite a ways from here. 400 yards, I'm guessing. And then somewhere that direction, we got a tower blind. It's only a couple hundred yards from the lock-on stand. And we finally got one of our target bucks have shown up at both of those stands. If I remember, I will throw a clip in right here and show you guys a video clip of him. And what we do, our season opens October 25th for archery. I'm still looking for my cameras, guys. So this time of the year, we put bait out. We bait the deer up at our hunting areas to see what caliber deer we have out here. If we don't have any mature animals to hunt, any target animals, then we won't hunt here at all. We'll hunt somewhere else during the season. God, this is open right here like a road. But anyhow, we did get one of our target animals. He did show up. Last year it was the same thing. I think it may be the same deer. That looks like a trail coming through right here. And I've never been in here with the 4-wheeler or anything else. So I don't know why this is opened up as much as it is right here. This doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, it looks like a trail that way, and it looks like a trail that way. But anyhow, last year, one of the bucks that we hunted last year, he showed up first, and then it was probably a month later, then the other 2 big target bucks showed up, and it wasn't long after that, the 2 biggest ones that we've ever caught on the property showed up. And that was a very large 11-point buck and an 8-point. That was the biggest deer that I have ever physically seen with my own eyes. Now, I don't know if they're going to be the same this year. They may have more points or less points. I have no idea. But they're starting to make their way in. It's been so hot, and when it's hot like this, they stay down near the water, up under the heavy canopies down there. The cooler it gets, the more they start venturing out. But if I remember, if I haven't already put the clip in here, I'll put a couple of clips in of the first one that's shown up for now. I'm not seeing a camera. I may have to go that way. So I'm going to just walk up here just a little bit. Spider web. I don't want to walk under that. I don't know why. I just don't. Here's another living pine tree that's down, and it's got a dead one laying on top of it. I wonder where that dead one came from. I don't see any dead stobs anywhere. We got this one that's dead, but it's a lot smaller, and it's got the top on it. Where did this thing come from? I don't... Look back there. Look at those. That one's laid across up in the trees. See if I can... I don't have a lot of zoom, you guys. I'd have a little more if I was filming in 4K, but I don't. I'm trying to find it on screen, and I'm not really seeing it. Am I aiming it wrong? Yes, right through this opening back here. There's one tree laid across the top, and there's another one laid at an angle under it. This is the kind of stuff that I just don't understand. This in here is just laid on top. But there's no stop. There's no trunk over there. There's no broken stuff up here. So where did that one come from? We find stuff like this all over out here, and I don't understand how it got here. I don't get it. There's another one. Oh, that tree's bent over like a horseshoe right through there. See if I might be able to zoom in on that one, maybe. It's right through that window right in there, I believe. I can't see it on the screen. A lot of people claim Sasquatch is doing that, but I don't know. I really don't know. It might be just an assumption, or maybe Sasquatch is doing it. I don't know. I hope not. I don't want to deal with them. I'm not a Bigfoot researcher. I'm not into that. They scare me. I don't like the activity. I just don't want to deal with it at all. To be careful for yellow jackets. That's some wasps or hornets. I don't know what the difference is between a wasp and a hornet. I call them all hornets. They all sting, and they can sting over and over again. But the yellow jackets, they'll dig a hole in the ground and they'll live under the ground. And this is a deer trail. Well-worn deer trail. I am not seeing. It's got to be that direction. Because all of this is just too thick. I'm not going to have a camera, and we'll follow this deer trail right here. See where it goes. It's hard to see it now. Goes that way. I think I need to go over here and work my way back. Yeah, This is definitely a deer trail. Make sure there are no hornets. Sorry about the noise there. I had to scratch the side of my head. And that's where I've placed the microphone. I have no idea where these cameras are at. I have no idea at all. Thought it'd be a little easier than this to find them. I don't want to lose them because I don't have that many cameras. I've got a bunch of them, but they don't. Most of them don't work, and I don't know how to fix them. I'm going to go right up here, then I'm going to turn a little to the right, and we're going to make our way back just right through there. I don't want to get too far out here because it is getting late, and I've got a fear of being in this general area where I'm at. I don't like being right here because I've had a lot of experiences with things that I just can't explain and that I don't want to deal with again. See, this area looks... This looks like where I would have put the second camera. I just got a face full of spider web. Seems like that second camera's in an opening like this. A lot of tracks in here. There's a ton of tracks in here, actually. See how open this is right here? I thought I put that camera in a spot just like this. I think this is the second spot that I've seen this open. Well, they got all this wore out right here. Something's coming through here. I don't know what, but something's definitely coming through right here. It's going right up through there. I don't know if you guys can see how beat out the ground is. This stuff's flat. It's not a four because there's only one side. It's not two tire tracks flattening that moss up. Something's definitely coming through there. All right, we'll go this way. I need to mark this spot. This is a really pretty area. I gotta figure out where I'm at. I'm right there. Okay. I'm still learning how to use this this app. There we go. All right. Let's see. I gotta find a color. I'm gonna use white for it. There we go. Huh? All right. this. We're going to go this direction. Hope I'm hearing stuff. That almost sounded like footfall. It's just, it feels really off in here. This area that I'm at, just, it does not feel right at all. I don't know why. I'm not seeing, hearing, or smelling anything other than hearing what sounded like footfall just a few seconds ago from back there. I am armed, so I'm good on that aspect. See, here's another. It's like a corridor. Look at all the tracks in the ground. It's like someone's riding through here on the floor, but where are they coming from? It's almost like the four was just dropped from the sky and then they took off. I don't get it. There's nowhere to really get into here. We'll go this way. We get up here. I may have to check my map because I'm not exactly sure where I'm at. But the creek should be that direction. The land is tapering like downhill. And it does taper down to the creek. There's one spot down there. It may be, I may have put one. I really don't know. I don't know which cameras I have. I wish I had the money to just go and buy a couple of dozen of the same trail camera and then number them. And then I'd know exactly which ones are out and which ones I have at home. But I've been collecting trail cameras for so many years. Yeah, it's feeling really strange. I don't like the area I'm in at all. Oh, got a spider web and I got him on me. Oh my Lord. Gosh. Oh, I'm sorry you guys. I was not looking. I just walked through a spider web. I got spiders all over me, little ones and one big one. Oh my Lord, my heart's racing. I do not like spiders. That sounded like a deer. Something just ran off up there. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick that up. I'm using the wireless mic. Oh, geez, my heart's racing. I don't need that right now. I just heard the footfall again. That's twice now from that way. Now I'm getting nervous. We need to get over there, and I have to walk right here. Look at this big, this is a scrape from last year. Could have been a big buck. I don't know what's making that sound. There's 2 times I've heard it, both times it definitely sounds bipedal. I'm not saying it's not a person, but there shouldn't be anybody on the property. Our property and this property, they're all heavily marked. And I do have permission to be here. This is not I'm not trespassing. I have permission in my wallet to be here. The landowner is not coming out here. And he's got the cellular cameras all over this, around the perimeter. He doesn't have any inside the property that I'm aware of, but they're definitely all around the perimeter. I've got 7 or 8 cameras over here on this property. It's getting late. I hope it's not getting dark. There's another deer trail going right through here. There's a spider web. If you guys do see a camera while I'm out here walking, it's probably going to be just about impossible. Please throw it in the comments below with a timestamp, and I'll go back and try to see if I can figure out where it's at. I may have to retrace my steps, which I don't think will be very easy. There's a trail right here. That's a deer trail right there. I need to set a stand up. I got a couple stands on over here in this area. They're way back behind me. But there's, looks like a ton of deer activity in here. Okay, we got to go down there somehow. And I think I'm hemming myself in. I don't have snake boots or long pants or tick spray, so I do not want to go through this. I may have to. There's a helicopter coming. Making sure there's no snakes in this mess before I step over and get popped. I'm trying to follow this little deer trail, if that's what it, no, it may not be. There's a varmint home right there. Thought I was on a deer trail. I don't think I am. There's a deer rub. It killed that little, no, it's still alive. Just banged up the bottom of it. Buck rub. I'm not sure where I'm at. I believe I got turned around. This property here is a tree farm. Property that we're on right now. See how the trees are all planted in rows? They let them mature and then they come in here and they cut them all off. Replant them and do it all over again. There's not a lot of money in tree farming. Not with pines, there's not. Unless you've got a lot of acreage. I'm just walking. I don't know if I'm going to come out right or not. Ow, that had thorns. This is the same creek down here that crosses through our property. Bamboo Creek, this is it. Down here, it should be much further than where we're at. I don't think I'm anywhere really near the creek. I don't think. I am not sure. I see hornets over there. On that side, there may be an underground nest right there. More of the grapes right there. They just don't have nothing on them. I'd love to find some late bloomers. This has got fruit still on them. Oh, jeez. Alright guys, stand by a minute. I gotta get my phone out. I need to find out where I'm at. Alright. I've walked probably 100 yards from where I stopped filming. And I should be back on the right path. The trail is to the right of me. It should be, according to the map. I mean, it is there, but it's showing about 50 yards, maybe 100 yards or 150, I don't know. But I had a camera up in this general area in this spot too. But I don't recall if I took that one down or not. I don't remember. Yeah, I messed up pretty bad when I was sick, and I put it out way before I got ill. There's something back there at the end between those trees. It's dark, almost black, and it looks like it is moving. I can't tell, is that swaying, or is the bushes moving maybe? Well, nothing's moving here. Yeah, there's nothing moving. Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back and check the camera later. I don't know what that is. Deer ain't that dark. See if we can get on this trail. Ouch. Just found some thorns. Not sure what that is. There are bears. Here's the trail. There are bears on the property here, where this creek goes down and goes into our property. There's bears all down the creek. The creek is right there. It is right behind this wall of foliage right there. You go 10, 12 foot into it and you'll fall into the water. All right, I just want to go. That made me a little nervous. Something really dark. It looks almost black. And I swear it looked like it was like swaying. Maybe it's moss hanging off a tree, but there's no breeze. Nothing's moving. See how dead still it is? That's not wind. If y'all can hear that, that's water. The 4's up here a little ways. This is the dune buggy trails. Side-by-side trail, not the dune buggy. I have no idea what that was by there. That was crazy. Whatever it was. I don't know if I should walk. That goes right beside the creek. I don't want to go down to the creek. Let's go through here somewhere in here. I'm hearing squirrels or something moving. My nerves are just a little shook up from whatever that was back there. Oh, that's a heavy deer trail right there. We're on, fixing to be on our property. Yep, we're about to cross the property line. Right here. Right there. Alright, we're on our property now, and I'm parked right up here. Whew, Lord of mercy. I'm sweating really bad now. Oh, the floor is right there. We come out right on top of it. That wouldn't have happened twice. Good deal. I am hot. Anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's Bigfoot on big deer or a wild hog. I really thank you all for being a part of us here. Thank you for being the backbone of what we have here at Standing Goats Rescue. I love all of you. God bless you. Y'all have an absolutely amazing weekend. Be safe in whatever you do. Be kind and be blessed. We'll see you guys down the road. I got to go right here on this dirt road and take off that way and catch the next road, take a left, and I'll be going home that way, quarter mile or so. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.